Indeed, ready for battle we are as we're getting ready to hop into the second map in this best of 5. This time, we're going to get to play in Junkertown. This map tends to lead to some different team compositions because, of course, for this first initial point, you do have some high ground to play with if you do wish. Lots of areas to make things messy. I know we've seen Saints do some decent full holds on a couple teams, even going as far as to camp the garage. We'll have to see this time. So Sniper is coming out here from Bailable and Strider. Let's see if they can make this one work. Hey, Ogpan and the rest of the Davenport University team coming in to start pushing this cart. They've got a long way to go to reach the first checkpoint and start scoring points in this game. St. Clair not going to even contest them in this first initial section, opting to stay in the high ground. Strider nearly getting picked off, however, from the snipe of Schnitzel. And then this is just a little bit different coming out from Justin. We usually do not see him pick up Zenyatta, as that is a rather aggressive yet squishy style of healer slash DPS user. Of course, he's a bit of a hybrid in a sense. Double sniper is a little odd, and actually, as I say that, Justin picking up the first kill, finding dwarves. Available on the Widowmaker, we've seen it on occasion. Actually, not even minding exposing his location, and that is actually going to pay for it. Not only was he picked out, but he was kind of far away from his team, so his healers could not find him at all. Apostle and the Mercy, of course, could jump, but you need a line of sight, and it's the same thing for Justin as well. It's going to be the Dragon Strike coming out here, but the Bob is also going to be answered here as Schnitzel starts popping off, it looks like, with their shots, as well as Bob coming out to play. But Strider is also making a name for himself here, picking himself a double, but it is going to get chased down by Luke's Magic. Wada going to get rezzed by Apostle before he goes down, gets to chase down Schnitzel, going to take one out. Seymour is also still in the fray, took out Kwa as well. The Ana, the healer from the side of Davenport, going down. And oddly enough, what looked like a messy fight is going to be turned around for St. Clair. They're going to be able to hold this just outside of the gateway. Of course, they get to that Junkertown sign at the doorway. That is their first points if they can get it there. Of course, these escort maps maximum of 3 points. And Bailable gets picked out extremely early, but that's going to be the go button here for St. Clair as Wada's going to jump in. Chance gets picked out instantly by the Diva Bomb from Seymour, so that's going to be kind of huge to stop off a huge portion of the healing. Meanwhile, Strider popping off as well with the rest of St. Clair's squad. They clean up this fight, and they're going to take this and kill some more time as we're down to 1:20 on the clock for Davenport to get to this first checkpoint. And of course, it may seem weird. Why is Seymour shooting around like a madman just anywhere? They're looking for dwarves, of course, on that Sombra. Is able to be invisible as long as she doesn't use an ability or open fire. And that's kind of what they were looking for. The EMP coming out is not going to be as effective as they were looking for, only hitting 3 targets, but it is going to still cause a little bit of disruption. Chance actually going full Battle Mercy, taking out Bailable. It's going to be the Dragon Strike coming here through for St. Clair. It's not going to hit its mark, however. We see Seymour chasing down Schnitzel. Of course, Ash has a hard time in these close quarters battles. A nice sleep dart coming out here from Kwa, keeping herself alive. Shatter coming out here from Ogpan does not hit its mark. Bob is out playing. That's going to be Seymour's mech flying up in the air. Doesn't manage to find anybody. It is not going to. Everybody from Davenport's kind of spread out, kind of running away, yet still trying to poke. They have 15 seconds left on the clock to make something happen. And they have to stick on that card if they want to bring this to overtime. Nice sleep dart. Strider down. Can Davenport blow him up? Nice coverage from Bailable. They were thinking about going for a Strider, and he just completely denies it. As we see Ogpan on the cart, going to be trying to push us forward. Nobody from St. Clair is there to contest it until Seymour chases down Lucas Magic. As Bailable's up in the high ground, trying to make something happen here with that Widowmaker. Ogpan nearly got there by himself. Nobody was contesting him for a while, but now St. Clair is starting to clean this up. They might be able to full hold here on Junkertown. And that is going to be very difficult for Davenport to try and answer. Perfect round for St. Clair.
Score 0-0. Switching sides.
That's definitely not what you want to see. Had Davenport moved just a little bit further, was able to squeak it just a bit more, would have been able to get that first checkpoint and get themselves on the board with some more time to try and go for another checkpoint. Because usually this first part tends to be difficult, then the second isn't so bad if you can make it in. So this just completely hurts if you're here for the side of Davenport. But it's now Davenport's chance to defend. They have to stop it from getting to this square. Once the cart makes it in there completely, St. Clair win game number 2.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
With so much open area to fly around, it's sometimes you see a pharmacy or what is now like Echo Mercy combo, which is what it's looked like we're going to see if Strider hangs on to this. Available on the Soldier as well. A little bit different, but maybe it's something he's been picking up, since I believe Soldier has a buff either in the works or it's already here. So I'm curious to see how St. Clair take this. And it's actually going to be bailable with Apostle in his pocket, just constantly damage amplifying all of his shots. And of course, with Soldier shooting extremely quickly, you get a lot of value with a play like that. Wada in the front line does get purpled, so he's not going to be able to get healed for the time being. Finally, that is over, so he's going to get topped off nice and quick. As we see them looking to defend here at this choke point. This can be the hardest spot to try and contest. Apostle's going to get caught out by Dwarfs, however. So one big healer down, but St. Clair is still able to find the shots necessary to move this cart forward. Wada jumping right on to Chance once again. Lucas Magic taken down. I think this is actually the team wipe that St. Clair were looking for. Dwarfs is still here, but does he want to try and expose himself to stop this cart? He's going to have to. Emergency Hammond's coming out here from OG Pan, but it doesn't matter. He fell off the cart, so it's going to get pushed even further. Qua does not want to be point blank with these guys, but is going to have to try in order to make this happen, and it's not looking good for them as everybody from St. Clair charging in, and you know that Bailable is going to be looking for the healer to focus down, and with that huge smack from Prince Wada, Magic is not going to be able to continue to touch. Does get taken down by Bailable and the rest of the squad right after, but a quick game here for game number 2. Dominant showing of Junkertown expertise here for St. Clair College. Strider with the play of the game, finding himself a good handful of snipes here that definitely slowed down the attack of Davenport University. Well, after a round like that, it might be back to the drawing board here for Davenport. Where do they want to take this next map? Because this one should be 2 CP, so 2 capture points, if I recall correctly, or no, we might be going to a hybrid. So 1 capture point plus escort should be the way this next round goes down. They have a few things to try and select for that, but we'll have to see what they do end up picking as we await the next map. Once again, I'm going to throw it to a very, very quick break. It should not be very long, of course. These guys have been going pretty much match after, or one game after another, so stick around. We'll see if St. Clair can clean this up and finish off a 3-0 against Davenport, or if we'll get to go to a game number 4. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.